Lots of Boltwatone here, guys. Welcome to my channel. Let's talk about cordless tools. How did you get started with cordless tools? Well, I'll tell you what. In the beginning, I was not going to get sucked into the high prices of cordless tools. I had a buddy came out and did a door at my house, and he used this tool right here, this Craftsman quarter drive driver. And I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I think it cost like $70 or something like that. Worked great. Loved this thing so much that I bought one for home. Then I went and bought a drill and a right angle drill. Now these are Craftsman, back in the day when you could go to Sears. So that was my first cordless tools in the industry. I refused to buy the expensive tools. I had an air drill and then this cordless drill. So I didn't need anything else. And it was years later that I wanted to get a small driver. So here's what I got. So I bought this guy right here. Snap-on, I think it's a 14.4 quarter drive driver. It has brushes, it's before the brushless, and I used this for a long time, you can see. It was pretty worn out, it wasn't working great, it wasn't breaking things loose, and, but anyways, so I had this one, that's what I had first, and I was not going to get into the crazy ratchets and all that stuff. So one day, I decided, I did a lot of dash work, and I decided, you know what, let me get one tool for dashes. And that was the beginning of the end for that. So I ended up getting, not this one, I ended up getting a long neck quarter drive ratchet. Actually, no, I bought a regular quarter drive cordless ratchet, a short one. And shortly after that, they came out with the long necks. So I had this thing, I used it for dashes, it was great, I loved it, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to invest my whole life savings into Snap-on, not really, but one tool after another. So then I end up getting, well, the quarter drive works so good, well, you got to have the 3/8. So I got the 3/8, and I loved it. And like I said, this is before the long necks, and I use this thing all the time. This one in the quarter, they were great. And then I had to invest in this guy right here. So this one here was supposed to break lug nuts loose, 100 foot-pound lug nuts, and I know a ton of guys in the industry that have this gun. I'll tell you what, I had this gun for a while. In the beginning, it took off lug nuts, and after that, it just didn't do crap. I watch guys use them all the time, this one, and maybe I just got unlucky. Maybe mine's wore out, I don't know, but mine doesn't work for anything. So I got tired of buying, well, so then I ended up getting a long neck 3/8, and I love it. I love the long neck 3/8. It was awesome. It was, it was all the brushes tools before the brushless, and then they came out with the brushless stuff. Well, anyways, my 3/8 ratchet ended up getting worn out because I used it so much that I upgraded to the brushless one, which is this one right here. And then recently, my quarter drive was having an intermittent issue. And so I invested in the quarter drive brushless. This one right here, man, I love this tool. I use it all the time. But that brings me to, how did you get started buying cordless tools, and what brands did you buy in the beginning? Because I started thinking, man, you know what? I'm using this Snap-on quarter drive, driver, and it's super expensive. I really don't want to spend that much money, and I know so many guys that have this brand, Milwaukee. So I decided, you know what? Actually how it started, I really wanted one of these for home. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to buy this. I bought a kit, this one right here. I had to buy it, I bought it on Amazon. I ended up having to get a charger and 2 batteries separate, so I didn't get a kit. But anyways, so I bought this, and I took it to work to use it exclusively. I had this and my Snap-on. I use this all the time. I loved it. It worked great. I had no issues. And so then I decided to bring my Snap-on one home. And then it was on after that, because now I realized that Milwaukee makes great tools, and I decided to bite the bullet. I swore I would never ever buy this tool because it was so expensive. I knew so many guys that had this tool, and I thought, you know what? There's no way. I'll just hook up an air hose. I'll use my gun in my box. So I decided to bite the bullet. And so I went on the Matco truck because you can make payments, and I bought the Milwaukee, the big 1,440 foot-pound impact. This is before all the new stuff just came out. So this was their big one. But I bought a kit, and I bought, I thought, oh man, a 3/8. That'll be great. I'll use the 3/8. Actually, yeah. I'll use the 3/8, the 1/2 inch. Everything will be good. I won't need any more tools. Yeah, we all know how that goes. But anyways, this guy right here is a beast. This one, I've almost never used. This one is almost brand new. Because I'll show you why. I know so many guys that have this gun, and there was no way that it was as good as everyone was saying. So I decided, I was at Home Depot, and I would go in there and just scope out the Milwaukee tools and then leave. And then one day I thought, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. So I bought the stubby 3/8 impact. Now, I didn't have the bigger battery. This one, I think I bought it in a 2.5 amp battery. This thing right here, let me tell you. I don't use this thing because this is so damn powerful that I don't need it. And this gets into so many places. The handle, the angle of the handle, the head, everything. This right here is by far my favorite cordless tool that I own. I use this all the time. I use this to pull lug nuts off, and then recently I upgraded to the I got one of the 5 amp batteries, and I use this one, and I leave it on this one specifically to have the power. So that's that. So then Christmas time one year, Tool Up on Instagram was doing a giveaway, and I won. I won a tool. So what did I win? And I didn't even use this tool for a long time. It sat in the bottom of my box brand new. So it is an 18 volt driver, right? So never really used it. I had this gun, so I use this all the time. Well, I decided to try it out. I was looking at my box. You know what? I mean, I have it. Let me just try it. Holy moly. This thing right here is awesome. Now, it is an 18 volt tool. So obviously it has more power because it's 18 volts. But this thing right here is awesome. I absolutely love this tool. And if you don't have one of these, man, this is a beast right here. It doesn't end there. So then I decided, you know what? I was on the Matco truck. I had just paid off my 1/2 inch and my 3/8 drive. And I thought, I don't own one of these tools anymore. All I have is air drills. And I thought, it's time to bite the bullet and buy a cordless drill. So I bought this. It's not a hammer drill. Yeah, it's not a hammer drill, but it's an 18 volt drill, full-size drill. And this is awesome. This drill has been fantastic. Luckily, I don't live in the Rust Belt or anything like that, so we don't have to drill a lot. We do have to drill some, but yeah. So Milwaukee drill, I love this thing. And then one day I was buying batteries, and my charger. So I had a bad turn of events with my Milwaukee tools. So the big 1/2 inch gun and the 3/8 gun and the 2 batteries and the charger I got. So almost immediately after I got it, one of the batteries stopped registering that it was charging. So I was kind of frustrated. I had to send it in. It took forever to get another battery. And then one day the charger just stopped working. Like, period, nothing. And I had to wait for that to come in. And in the meantime, I didn't have a charger. So I decided to go buy another charger at Home Depot and get some batteries. So that's when I got the 5 amp battery. I got the charger. And then they had a deal where if you buy some stuff, then you get a Milwaukee Sawzall, or I forgot what they call it, a Hacksaw, for free. So I think this thing was like $100. I think if you didn't have if you didn't have, if it wasn't the deal. So it's not like a big one, but I'll tell you what, this has worked great. It cuts off, everything I've tried to cut off with it. I even did some stuff at home, cutting down trees, and this thing just whacked them all down. So that is my cordless journey. The bad thing about this is, and I'm sure that you can relate, once you get one cordless tool, it's like a domino. You can't stop it. It just keeps going, and you just want one more and one more and one more. I already, in my mind, I'm already thinking about, all the tools that I want to get. I want to get the Milwaukee die grinder, not a die grinder, but you put the disc on there to sand, gasket surfaces and stuff like that. I have my eye on several things. Oh, I forgot to bring it home. I just bought the Milwaukee M12 underhood light. Well, I wouldn't have brought that home. It's too big. But anyways, the underhood light that stretches the car. That thing's been fantastic. I love it. It detaches from the part that goes on the hood. So if you wanted to like stick it inside of a car or whatever, you could do that. So very impressed. And my coworker just bought his car got broken into and he lost a whole bunch of his cordless tools, and he thought he would try out the Milwaukee. He got the Milwaukee long neck quarter drive ratchet, not the insider ratchet or anything like that, just a long neck quarter drive ratchet. And I'll tell you what, so far that thing looks better than the Snap-on, which is impressive because all the cordless ratchets I've seen from Milwaukee in the past, I preferred the Snap-on over them. That's why I bought the Snap-on. They cost a lot more. I think his cordless ratchet was $300, and I think mine was $400 from Snap-on. So cost more, but I think it was worth it. So that is my cordless journey. That's how it all began, and I'm sure you're going to see more cordless tools in the future. Definitely more Milwaukee. And yeah, Milwaukee's not sponsoring this video. Unfortunately, I bought all that Milwaukee stuff myself. Yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell. You get notified of all my future content, which you definitely don't want to miss. Also, drop a comment down below and let me know how your journey started, or if you are a ruthless pioneer and you have not joined the cordless army. If you haven't, I advise you, stay away. It is a very expensive road to go down. So, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.